Well, I haven't did this in a long time. These movie reviews. I did this like I don't know. Last time I actually did a fucking movie review. How long has it even been? Has it been that long ago? And I'm supposed to get to that review on Rambo Last Blood, and I made that poll, and they want to pick up Rambo Last Blood. I'm gonna get to that soon. But right now, we're gonna review this fucking fat cat movie right here. The Garfield movie. That's all it's called. Just call it the Garfield movie. Just like the other one came out in 2004, just called Garfield. This one's just called the Garfield movie. Kind of what's with these fucking titles for these movies? Like just the Garfield movie. That's all they're just gonna fucking call it. All right, so we got a lot to talk about this fucking fat ass cat again. Because I did another review about Garfield, the 2004 one, and I do like that a lot better than this one. I'll tell you that right now. The 2004 one with Bill Murray was pretty fucking hilarious. I don't know why people are like shitting on that one. I don't know why people even shit on the 2004 one. I thought that shit was hilarious, especially the sequel. Hey, I guess everyone has a different taste in fucking cartoons and shit. You know, wait, that's not really a cartoon. That's live action. What I'm talking about. This is a fucking cartoon. Yeah, we're gonna get into this shit. So yeah, so the last time I actually did a review on a movie was a month ago. I did the review on the Mystery of Gentlemanly Warfare with the fucking guy from Reacher and Henry Cavill, the guy who plays Superman. That's right. Yeah, I did a review in over a month. That's crazy. That long ago. That's insane. Alright, so this isn't the first time we've been through this type of review, because like I said, I reviewed the 2004 Garfield movie, and I said like people like shitted on that movie. I was like come on, like what do you want this movie to be? The next Citizen Kane or something like that? It's fucking Garfield, for Christ's sakes. Like, well, what do you want it to be? What you wanted to win a fucking Oscar or something? Like, you kidding me with that shit? It's supposed to just make you laugh and all that other shit. That's it. Garfield is a fat ass lazy cat, and that's how he works. He's a fat fucking cat. He's mostly lazy. I don't get these people. Like, well, what do you expect him to be to do? Well, anyway, so yeah, let's talk about this movie. So yeah, in 2004, they came out with a live action version of Garfield with Bill Murray. Then they made a sequel to it. It's called The Tale of Two Kitties. Just like with the Grinch movie, same thing with that. The Grinch movie, that they made a live action one in 2000. Then also they made a cartoon one, which I did review on the cartoon one, and oh god, that cartoon movie of the Grinch, the 2018 one, oh god, that was terrible. It was boring, shitty story. I was very forgettable. I didn't like that movie at all. I don't know if people even like that fucking movie. Well, what's so great about the 2018 Grinch movie? It's terrible. Even the one from the 60s is better than that one. I like the one from the 60s. My favorite one will always be the live action one, because Jim Carrey is fucking unpredictable and hilarious. Everything he does is fucking hilarious as fuck. Everything he's in, he's fucking funny. Well, let's get into the yeah, I know, I'll keep blibber-blabbing about other shit, so I talk about the actual movie. The Garfield movie. Okay, so it came out this year and got all these big name fucking voice actors for these characters. I don't get this shit. Well, why do they always hire like A-list celebrities to voice these fucking cartoon characters? Like, why do they waste all their money just to get a bunch of these big names to voice these characters? Fucking Chris Pratt, Samuel L. Jackson, Ving Rhames. Like, what the hell is all these big ass actors doing this movie voicing the animals? Fucking odd these movie companies waste all their money and just get A-list actors to voice cartoon characters. It's like, it's fucking crazy. So this story is very simple. It's very simple. Garfield, it all starts off where Garfield's ordering tons of food off of John's cell phone, off an app. I guess it was like something like DoorDash or something like that. Cause get it? Cause he's fat as fuck. He loves to eat a lot. Ha 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 ha. So then after he did all that, him and Odie were right there, and he was telling a story about his whole life when he was a little kitten. He was a stray kitten, and he was with his father, who was voiced by Samuel L. Jackson, Vic. So yeah, Samuel L. Jackson voices Garfield's father, Vic. Hilarious, isn't it? Samuel L. Jackson voicing the father, while Chris Pratt plays Garfield, voices Garfield. Chris Pratt don't even sound like Garfield, to be honest with you. He sounds like him a little bit, but not like totally sounds like fucking Garfield. They could have like got like a better voice actor voice Garfield. Could have brought Bill Murray back, but Bill Murray probably didn't want to do it anymore because he fucking hated voice of Garfield. I think he did. I'm not 100% sure. I heard he said he hated voicing Garfield. Well, he got tricked into voicing Garfield, but that's another story. But yeah, so the whole story is fucking Garfield was a stray kitten, and his father was there, and then he thought his father abandoned him. But we'll get that story later. He was a little kitten. Garfield went to the restaurant while John was all alone by himself. Looks like depressed as shit, or ready to fucking hang himself or something like that. Eating pizza by himself. Well, suddenly he sees a little kitten in the window. Somehow the little kitten gets inside the window, and baby kitten Garfield eating all his fucking pizza, and the waiter comes by and says, "Oh man, you're a really hungry motherfucker. How about you want something else to eat? Shit, you're skinny as fuck anyways. You need something else to eat." I was like, "Oh, you want the lasagna right there? Yeah, sure. We'll give you some fucking lasagna." Then he orders lasagna, and the fucking Garfield's kitten ass was over there on some other table eating all the fucking food off the table, and these motherfuckers only see the cat eating all the food off the table. And then this fat bitch comes out of nowhere and hands fucking what's his name, John, the big plate of fucking lasagna, and fucking John trying to leave, and this fat bitch keeps like talking to death. And he finally gets out there with kitten Garfield, and baby Garfield's like sad because John doesn't want to bring him home. And then he started like crying all the way to the sewer, and fucking John grabs him, and he was like, "All right, you know what? You're coming over with me. Fuck it. I don't want to leave this cat by itself." So that whole story happened, and he was raising Garfield at home, and then he bought Odie, and now he has 2 pets, and that's how the whole story goes. And yeah. And Garfield got older, he got more fatter and fucking fatter. And then all of a sudden, one day, I guess, what happened here is that late at night, I guess is time for another midnight snacking for fat-ass Garfield. So Garfield goes downstairs with Odie, and Odie helps him get some snacks. All of a sudden, this big, giant, ugly-ass dog, and this skinny, ugly, crackhead-looking dog, kidnapped these 2 motherfuckers and brought them to that fucking abandoned mall or something like that, and tie them to a rope hanging off their ass. Where all of a sudden this hooded stranger comes out of nowhere and saves them, and it turns out it's Garfield's dad from a long time ago, and Garfield can't stand his ass because he left him abandoned a long time ago. Well, not really abandoned, but we'll get to that soon. And then there's this white bitch cat. Yeah, that makes any sense. White bitch cat, because bitch stands for female dog. But whatever. She was still pissed off with Garfield's dad, Vic, because he abandoned her, and she got thrown in the pound for 4 years, and now she's out, and now she's pissed. She wants revenge. She wants those 3 asses to go get some milk for her at this fucking lactose farm, or what do you call it? Let's call it something, some weird fucking name. So Garfield, his dad, and Odie decide that they're going to this fucking farm. You know, let's pause for a second. It seems kind of fucking weird that Garfield all of a sudden has a fucking father. After all these years, all these movies, all these cartoons, all of a sudden he has a fucking dad all of a sudden. A deadbeat dad. Like, oh, what the fuck? Now all of a sudden now he has a father? What the hell is that all about? Like, you kidding me with that shit? Now he has a father? All these comic books and shit, now he has a dad? It makes no fucking sense. He just comes out of the blue. He just fucking just throw him in the fucking movie, and there you go. He has a father now. It's fucking weird. Oh yeah. John finds out that Garfield and Odie are not in the house anymore, and the motherfucker panics and is like, he was like looking for Garfield all over the house, and it's fucking weird. He was like shouting for Garfield in the house. He's like, Garfield, where are you? That's all he cares about is Garfield? Well, your fucking dog Odie, you piece of shit. You don't care about your fat ass cat? Oh, okay. Dogs' lives don't matter, I guess. What a piece of shit. That's all he cared about was his fat ass diabetic cat. instead of his fucking dog too. He cared about both of them. He cared about his fucking slobby, disgusting cat. That's it. Selfish prick. And another thing is that John's character seems a lot different in this movie than the live action and the cartoon. He seems a lot different here. Because in the cartoon and the live action movie, he was a lot tougher on Garfield and Odie. He was a lot tougher on them. In this movie, he's like soft and he's like always like emotional and like, what's another thing? He's just a fucking sugarcoating motherfucker, and he's like too nice to these assholes. And I definitely don't remember him like that in the cartoon and the live action movies. I don't remember him like that. He was a lot more tougher on them. He's too easy. He's too nice to these motherfuckers. I don't like this John. This John is not for me, really. Another thing is that Garfield knows his credit card, and John doesn't even know about his credit card being fucking... He doesn't even know all his money is like gone until like the end of the movie. This is when he actually starts getting mad about shit. I'm like, it took you that long to get mad about something? Like, you can fucking get me with that shit? Speaking of Garfield spending his credit card, you remember the part where that white cat bitch was asking those three to go get her some more milk at the farm? Why didn't this Garfield just think of an idea of just buying milk by using John's credit card and just send it there? But that would have been too obvious and too easy. This whole movie would have been like pointless if that had that fucking been the case. But if you think about it, I think it would have been pretty funny if Garfield actually mentioned that about why don't I use my credit card to buy the milk for you and just send it here, and like the cat woman, well, not cat woman, what the female cat would have been like, I don't want that fucking shitty ass cheap milk crap. I want the real actual shit from the farm. Go get it from there. Like, that would have been funny as hell. But not the way I said it, but it would have been funny as shit, though. So, anyways, Garfield, his dad, and Odie go to the farm, and they see this big, giant, bold, depressing-looking motherfucker. He like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. He's just sitting there, like, depressed and shit. I was like, who the fuck is this asshole? Until I started looking at the building, I was like, oh, so he's part of the logo of the building with the cowgirl. And like Garfield tries to go talk to him because he know who he was, and talking with his Eeyore voice. And that fucking bold motherfucker is voiced by Ving Rhames from all those fucking movies. And he talks to Ving Rhames, and Ving Rhames tricks Garfield into doing that sing-along song that's for that commercial for that lactose farm. And then, like, Ving Rhames, like, punches him in the face into the tree, which I thought was pretty funny. He was like, I hated that song. Why would you sing that shit? You know, he told him to sing that song. It's fucking hilarious. That part was pretty funny. The bull guy is like, depressed because he wasn't a part of the farm anymore. They took him away, and they kept the cowgirl there, which that's his girlfriend and shit. So they kept her there for the children while they got rid of him. But he came back because he wants to try to get her out of there. So they came up with a plan because Garfield's dad had a plan about why don't we help you get your girl out while you help us get the milk out of the farm. So Ving Rhames, the bull, decides, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna help you guys out now since he said that. So he decides to come up with this plan. Those two need to work together and be smart about it, and he trains these motherfuckers for a while, and they still fuck up a lot. And the bull guy only likes Odie because Odie is like smart as shit. So did all that training shit, and fucking I guess Garfield and his dad were tied to a tree with the vines and everything like that. And Vic decides to tell Garfield the true story of what happened. He didn't really try to abandon him or anything like that. So when he was a little cat, I guess he was trying to get him some food, but this fucking guy keep coming out of the fucking building and talking to phone to this girl or something like that wants to fuck him or something like that. You know, he's probably gonna fuck him over anyways. But hey, that's part of life. So yeah, he was like talking to her on the phone for like forever. He's trying to get the food out of the trash bin for baby Garfield, and baby Garfield or he's like, well, he ran away already. to get some food with John Lasagna or something like that. The fucking the restaurant with him or something like that. So it was already too late. So whatever. But fucking Vic was always there watching him spend time with John and everything like that. Fucking stalking him through the window and everything like that through his whole fucking life. Pretty weird shit. Sitting on a goddamn tree. But hey, that's what happens, I guess. So then go back to present day. Ving Rhames like, all right, you guys suck ass. All that training, we're wasting time. So I'm gonna pass you guys, and let's go get that milk, shall we? So they decided he's getting them fucking code names or anything like that. Like Garfield's name is Roadkill, and the other two had like cooler names or something like that, I guess. I mean, Roadkill is not really that bad of a name, but Garfield had a problem with it. He's getting like a fight with the bull guy. Get a fight with him about it, have a beef about it. Well, anyways, yeah, this whole jokes in this movie is basically like hit and miss, especially the whole Mission Impossible jokes. Yeah, because Ving Rhames voices the bull, and he's got missions and all this other shit, just like his character in Mission Impossible. And they actually make a joke about Mission Impossible in this movie when fucking Garfield mentions Tom Cruise. So that they're basically just saying that they are making fun of Mission Impossible. So if you haven't seen Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, that's basically what they're making fun of is that movie. And you probably wouldn't understand if you never seen any of the Mission Impossible films or Dead Reckoning. If you haven't seen any of those films, then you'd probably be lost in the sauce. You'd be like, well, what are they talking about? Why are they making these type of jokes? If you haven't seen any of those films, especially if you're like a little kid or something like that, you probably wouldn't get it. You probably wouldn't get who Tom Cruise is and all that shit. But all you people that watch my channel, you probably know or saw Mission Impossible. I don't know you saw Dead Reckoning. That one came out last year, so... And it's not called Part 1 anymore. But anyways, let's talk about the whole them doing their plan. So, he told them this long plan, and like all these scenes kind of like drags out for a bit. It feels like this movie feels like is like a 2-hour 30-minute movie. That's what it feels like to me while I was watching this shit. It felt like way longer. And that cat bitch just like rats on them on the to security of the place. She said a bunch of these guys are coming to rob your milk. But all she's saying through the thing, because she's a cat and they're humans, and she's saying meow, 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 meow. And the lady has a translator, and they can understand clearly what she's saying. So now they're going to figure out who's coming in there. Oh yeah, and this lady like that runs the whole fucking building looks like a fucking meth head. I swear she does drugs. So, yeah, they go in, and Garfield ends up going to this, the wrong spot of the factory. It gets hit with a big block of cheese. Like, oh, this cheddar cheese is one of my top 25 favorites. This is really good. And he gets chopped up, and Odie and his dad to save him, and they go get the van, and all of a sudden this head security lady stops them, this meth head looking bitch. So they get in like a fight with her, and they have to distract her, and his dad like fucks him over. He steals the van. He drives off. He didn't really try to fuck him over. He wanted to get caught with the cat bitch and her goons. So yeah, he brings the van to her while the bull guy tries to get with the cowgirl, but he gets attacked by the head security lady again. And then the bull guy runs back off into the fucking woods, and the security people just gave up. They didn't call the animal control. They didn't do nothing. They just let him go back in the fucking woods. I'm like, that makes no fucking sense. They just gave up on him trying to catch the motherfucker? Who the fuck writes this shit? It makes no sense. They just let him just go back in the fucking woods? What the fuck? Okay. Wow, great writing. But anyways, what was I talking about? Garfield and Odie end up back in the dog pound, or whatever you want to call it. They end back in the pound, and John shows up and takes him back home. And he looks depressed as shit. He needs to fucking shave that shit off his face. And he does take him back home and makes them giant lasagnas and all this fucking cake. Just explodes in the fucking house after they fucking left. Why is John being so fucking nice to these motherfuckers? They don't throw all this extra shit like that. You kidding me with that? He should be fucking pissed off that they ran away or something. He's too fucking nice. Why are you so goddamn nice in this movie? God damn. Yeah, fucking Garfield ran off because, you know, he felt bad because his dad was gone, and he thought about it. It's like, oh, he didn't really want us to be banded again. He saved us from being fucking captured by that fucking cat bitch. So let's go save him from that cat bitch. And that's called that fucking bull guy who needs his cowgirl back. So he calls him up on that fucking earpiece, the acorn earpiece, and now he's going to help him out get onto that fucking train. Like I said, this movie is basically a parody of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. It's basically the same thing happened in Dead Reckoning. Fucking Garfield had to get on top of a train while Ving Rhames had to help him out. Just like in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, same shit. It's like these motherfuckers who wrote this movie is probably like big fans of Dead Reckoning. You know, that's a really good movie. Maybe we could just turn that movie into a kids movie and make Garfield do shit like that. Kids will fucking love that shit. Because we can't come up with anything else for Garfield. Because Garfield's a fat, lazy cat. Don't care about watch a fat, lazy cat not doing anything. What kind of fucking movie is that? But that's the point, you fucking morons. He's supposed to be lazy. He's not supposed to do all this extra shit, flying around in the air and all that. He's supposed to be lazy as hell. That's the part of what Garfield is. It makes no sense. I mean, Garfield 2004 did it right, but fuck it. Let's just go for this and then. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, fuck it. Garfield felt bad, and now he's going to do some Mission Impossible shit. And he had all these fucking ideas and gadgets, just like Tom Cruise character Ethan Hunt. Same thing. He fucking use the phone app he took from John again. Like, how does John keep losing his phone to a fucking cat? How do you let his fucking pet cat take his goddamn phone? How is that even possible? How do you be this careless over your fucking phone? That's just very important to you. It's supposed to be important to you. He lets a fucking disgusting slobby cat take his phone. Careless motherfucker. Like I can imagine seeing John like accidentally set his house on fire or something. That's how fucking retarded he is. He probably blamed his cat for it. Dumb motherfucker. Anyways, yeah, Garfield uses the apps, and the apps send drones carrying food, and he uses those as gadget weapons to go against the bad guys that kidnap his dad. And all that shit happened. And fucking what else happens? The fucking Garfield and his fat ass dad, and they get caught again, and they might get thrown over the train. And the two started bonding with each other, and the two goons felt bad about it, and they're not gonna throw them over. And the female cat gets mad, and they push all of them off the fucking train. And she gets hit by fucking a building, and then she falls off the train. Well, while she was on top of the train, she get hit by one of those buildings or some shit like that, and she falls off the train. Or I forgot, bridge, whatever the fuck you call it. They all start falling off the train, and fucking they get saved by the bull guy. He saves them, and now they're all alive, and now they go back to normal, and they all go home. And Garfield wants to invite his dad in the house. He didn't want to go inside, but he ended up changing his mind because Garfield insisted. And now they're all like a big happy family with each other. And John finds out his credit card has been, all his money been gone, and he's mad. But he doesn't really do anything about it. And they have this montage of people coming in their fucking house. And the big bull guy and the cow comes in the house. And all these other fucking disgusting, sick, freaky, gross, diseased animals coming in there. And that's the end of the movie. I mean, I don't know what to really say about this movie. It's, I guess, okay. It's not like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I've seen like better cartoon movies that are better than this. Well, I'll say this. This not live action. It would have been better if it was fucking live action. This cartoon Garfield movie is better than that cartoon Grinch movie that came out in 2018. I'll tell you that. Way better than that. But that movie was fucking terrible. This is just okay. That's all I'm gonna say about it. It's okay. The jokes kind of suck. You know, they're like, you know, they're a hit and miss. And there's like a lot of problems with the movie. Like I said, I didn't like John. He seemed like a selfish prick. And his character is just too nice. He's too soft. He's not tough on these motherfuckers. I didn't really like Garfield in this movie that much either. He both seemed like more of a selfish cat. He's supposed to be more of a sarcastic cat and more of an asshole. Here, yeah, he is kind of sarcastic, but he's not like asshole-ish sarcastic. It's not like a funny type of way of that. He seems to be like too basic here. I don't know what it is. I just can't really fuck with this Garfield. He doesn't seem that much of an asshole here. When Garfield's an asshole, it's funny as hell. When he's not an asshole, it's just like it's a totally different cat. It's not even a Garfield at all. Yeah, I'd rather just stick with the 2004 Garfield movie. This is just a one and done for me. I'd rather stick with that or the cartoon show from the 80s or the 90s or whatever here how that one came out. And I mean, there's like other Garfield cartoons that came out like in the 2000s. I think it's like another one that came out. It was like CG like this, but a little more older CG. Yeah, I'd rather just stick to that. I'd rather just stick to the 2004 cartoon. That's just like a lot fucking funny. Even that gets shits on too. Besides this movie got like a 5.9 on IMDb. The original one from 2004 is only a 5 out of 10. I mean, what the fuck is that shit? This one's better. The 2004 one's better than fucking the one that came out this year. You can't be with that shit. The fucking rated that. That's fucking bullshit. No, it's not. That's all lies. This Garfield is nothing like the one from 2004. Definitely not. That one in 2004 is a lot funnier. Plus, they got Bill Murray voice of the character. That's even better. And he actually sounded like Garfield. This Garfield don't even sound like Garfield. He doesn't even act like Garfield. Garfield seems like more of an asshole. I don't know. This Garfield just seems like he's too nice. It's like John's too nice. Everybody's just too fucking nice. And where the fuck is Nermal? Where's that talking rat motherfucker? Liz is only for like barely not that long in this movie. She talks for like a little bit. She barely in this movie too. There's barely that much of Liz in this movie. Fucking what happened to that pink cat that Garfield had like a love interest with? What happened to all these other characters? What the fuck? Everybody just not there? No Nermal, no fucking talking rat motherfucker. Liz is barely in the movie. It's just too many errors, too many problems with this one. You know, like I said, this is better than that fucking 2018 Grinch movie. I'll tell you that. Oh god, that movie was terrible. That shit is like nothing like Grinch. It's like Garfield here. It's not even Garfield. Fucking abysmal. Why didn't they just get Nick Offerman to voice Garfield instead of Chris Pratt? Chris Pratt sounds nothing like Garfield. Nick Offerman probably sounds a lot more than fucking Garfield than fucking Chris Pratt does. It makes no sense. These people are just because he voiced Mario, so let's get him voice Garfield. That makes no fucking sense. Those like totally different characters. The whole story between Garfield and his father was pointless as shit too. Like that shit was just forgettable, and I didn't really give a fuck about that either. Even the whole fucking Mission Impossible jokes of stealing the milk and all that shit. That shit was fucking lame as hell too. Another forgettable part. All of it was just terrible. I hate Mondays. More like I hate fucking Garfield here.